I hope you are ready because this next portion is going to be great. So, we are going to interview Chat GPT on what ABDL is. So, we're going to start this with hello, Chat GPT. Hello. How can I assist you today? And I'm going to go, I want to know what you know about Ageplay. All right. Let's go up and start talking about this, right? All right. ChatGPT says age play is a term to use to describe a role playing scenario or activity in which individuals pretend to be a different age than their actual chronological age. It is often used as a form of sexual or emotional expression within the context of BDSM. Isn't that kind of funny? I fucking said that, didn't I? Didn't I? Hello. Hello, everybody that's joining. Uh, it says in the context of BDSM, or bondage, discipline, dominance, submission, sadism, and masochism, or fetish communities. Age play can be involved. It can involve. I don't know why it says can. That's more than likely. Uh, what you call it? That's more than likely like a typo because it does that from time to time. But age play can involve consenting adults who engage in scenarios where one takes on a role of a younger age, such as childlike or teenager, while the other person takes on the role of an older figure, such as a parent, caregiver, teacher, authority figure. This is something that I was explaining before. Hi, how are you, Jor? I'm doing well. I How are you? Oh, we're interviewing Chat GPT on age play, and we're gonna see what it says. It says, here we go. Yeah, age play can involve consenting adults who engage in scenarios where one person takes on the role of a younger age, such as a child or teenager, while the other person takes on the role of an adult figure, older figure, such as a parent, caregiver, teacher, or authority figure. It's important to note that age play, like other forms of BDSM and fetish activities, should always be conducted between consenting adults who are aware of and agree to the roles they are playing. Consent, communication, and boundaries are crucial aspects of any activity involving role playing or power dynamics. That's the other word I wanted to say. Remember, age play has to do with power dynamics. That is DDLG, fucking all of age play and non-sexual age play. It all has power dynamic. Okay, age play can use various forms of props and may involve the use of props, clothing, dialogue, and scenarios to simulate the desired age role. Some individuals find enjoyment with the power dynamics, nurturing aspects, and even taboo nature of age play scenarios. However, because of the potential sensitivity and misunderstandings around this topic, it's important to engage in open, respectful communication with partners if you're interested in exploring age play within the consensual context. Keep in mind the societal and legal perspectives on age play vary, and they can be there can be legal implication if it comes to depicting or engaging in age play scenarios that involve minors or non-consenting individuals. Always prioritize ethical and legal considerations when engaging in any form of role play or fetish activities. Bam! Bam! See how easy that was? See how easy that was? Wham! Got you automatically. Love that shit. Love it. Love it. Because that's exactly what it is. All right. Let's. try the next one, shall we? The next question that we should ask. What should we ask? Does anybody have any questions that they would like to ask Chat GPT? Okay. Actually, I like that you said right here, I love you all. It says I am between middle and little. Okay. Well, that brings up a really good point. A lot of people have been asking what is the difference between. There was a question that I had recently got on here, right? That I have to answer somebody's question, and I'll apologize to them for being late with the answer. But no, ChatGPT is not a human. It's an AI that happens to be more intelligent than most humans. It's a really cool chat bot. Okay, let's go to the next question, right? What are the submissive roles in Ageplay? Bam. Oh wow. Oh here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh wow. Wait, what happened? Oh wow. Okay. So apparently it had to stop its answer because it was about to go into things that go against terms, consent terms, I guess, which I think that's fucking stupid. Like, guys, it's an AI fucking chatbot. Who the fuck cares? All right. In age play scenarios within BDSM and fetish context, submissive roles can involve individuals who take on the role of a younger age, such as child, teenager, and engage in behaviors or interactions that will align with that role. The submissive participant willingly relinquishes control and authority to the dominant partner, who takes on the role of an older figure, such as a parent, caregiver, teacher, or authority figure, which we know. Submissive roles in age play can vary widely based on personal preferences and the specific dynamics between the participants and the scenario they are interacting. Some examples of submissive roles in age play include little/submissive. The role involves someone who takes on the persona of a younger age, often referred to as the little. It says they might engage in childlike behaviors such as using baby voice, playing with toys, or wearing clothing associated with that particular age. It says the little submissive often seeks nurturing, guidance, discipline from the dominant partner. Middle submissive. Individuals in this role embody a slightly older age, such as a preteen or early teenager, which may exhibit behaviors that are more mature than those of a younger age, while still desiring care and authority from the dominant partner. Teen/submissive. I didn't even know that one counted. Okay. I thought middle counted for teen. I guess it doesn't. Huh. Let's see. The role involves taking on the persona of a teenager. The submissive in the role might explore themes of rebellion, exploring boundaries, and testing authority while still seeking guidance and control from the dominant partner. Now, okay, so remember our conversation earlier where we were talking about why people had an issue with talking about the sexual side of age play? It's because they don't particularly know how to phrase it or how to combat with disingenuous arguments. Such as, and I'll give an example, such as this, right? When it's explaining like using baby voices and stuff like that, immediately the person that's asking the question will be like, well, don't you think that's because you are associating and sexualizing, and then prepare to take discourse the wrong direction. When you're asked a question like that, the way to answer is no, and I'll explain why. It's because neither party is seeing themselves as that particular age. They see themselves as an adult. The role that you are taking in this is more so used as a way to explain what your rules are. That's the difference. And that's the problem that a lot of people trip up on, is because they don't know how to answer that question. The role is not you viewing yourself as that point. It is you obeying the rules of the play. Think of it as doing Shakespeare, right? You're not going to play Othello. You're not going to play Othello talking hood, because that wouldn't make sense. So when you play the point of Othello, you are talking in the way a British man would speak. That's how that would work, right? You're obeying the rules. You can't, as Othello, you're not going to go, what up, son? You want some of this Glock, son? Yeah, you ain't going to do that shit. Chill. Like, oh God. I'm not in the mood to actually switch into my New Yorker, so I can't. but yeah, no, that's the idea. You're not going to jump into that. There is more to it than just that. That's pretty scary. AI is getting more intelligent than humans. AI was always more intelligent than humans. It's just that you have to understand. The thing is that a lot of AI only work, like, AI is not so much intelligent as it knows what we know, and it says what we say, what we could say honestly. That's really what it is. Like, it says what we say honestly. And a lot of people don't realize that. AI isn't scary. It's just stating what we state honestly. Except for when it starts talking about the destruction of man and whatnot. That's just, we're not getting into that. But the point is that what scares people is that it says it without lying in some cases. In some cases it makes mistakes, or it doesn't know it's lying. Okay. Back to what I was explaining. Yeah. With the different roles and shit, you have to understand that yes, you are doing the role. Yes, you are doing the role play, and it's a lot of fun. But you also have to know how to explain it. Role play, age play is role play. Whether you describe it as healing or whatever the fuck, role play and age play is in the same category. Same thing. Age play is a form of role play. It is a form of BDSM. When you take on a role in that said play, you are essentially abiding by the rules of the title that you are holding. So if you're a little or ABDL, it's the diapers, it's the baby talk, it's all of that. That is the rules of the engagement. It has it has nothing to do with sexualizing actual children and shit. That's just stupid. And that is just an online discourse that people have created in order to use as a gotcha against people that they don't like politically. And if you are stupid enough to use something like that, then you're just as lazy as the motherfuckers that came up with it. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, it's just discourse. It's just a discourse of playing the role that you have. And when you're explaining sexual age play, that's how you explain it. I don't know why no one thought of that, or they get up there and go, yeah, I don't understand that. Like, don't give me the humana. Like, that's not how you answer it. It's a role. And if they're like, and then here's the thing, if they go, well, even if it is a role, like, some actors take themselves seriously. Well, here's the thing about that, right? Not all actors take themselves seriously. If you mean to tell me that every actor that played Superman really believed that they were Superman and believed that they could fly, there would be a lot more dead actors. You're taking on a role. You are playing a character. That's what it is. It's the same thing with any other type of taboo play. Taboo play is role play scenarios that can be triggering to some. And taboo role play scenarios can go into CNC. But that does not make the people that are involved in the CNC really a victim, a rapist and victim. That's not how that works. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting I can actually say certain things because I don't get paid. So, okay, back to what I was saying here. Teen, submissive. This role involves taking on the persona of a teenager. The submissive in this role might explore themes of rebellion, exploring boundaries, and testing authority while still seeking guidance and control from the dominant partner. Yeah, a matter of fact, I will add on to that. That can also lead into some people that take on that role are masochists. Masochists take on that role because it is a form for them. It is a role that allows them to provoke for more punishment. They enjoy the discipline. They enjoy the spankings. They enjoy the floggings. They enjoy like the restrictiveness, the bondage, and stuff like that. There is a lot more to the discourse that goes with that. So yeah, there you go. Pet submissive. Pet submissive. Here's the thing. Let's talk about this, right? Let's go into the pet submissive part, because that needs to be talked about. Pet play and age play are always put into the same fucking category. Same with age regression and pet regression. There is no such thing as pet regression. That's stupid. You can't regress into something that you weren't. I know my mommy Dom tells me all the time that she can understand it based on the fact of the way that the roles work, but no. I'm putting my foot down, goddammit. I'm putting my foot down here. Pet play, nonetheless, is still a part of it. And to be honest, we are pretty much in the same boat. So pet submissive. While not strictly age play, some submissive individuals enjoy taking on the role of a pet, such as a kitten, puppy, or pony, within age play scenarios. Yes, so they'll wear onesies and stuff like that. I know I just made my comment about pet submissives and stuff like that, but I personally love that. I always love that's that type of scenario, and I don't know why. I clown on that shit all the time, but I love it, and I'm willing to say I love it. Let's see. This role can include behaviors associated with the chosen animal, as well as interactions with the dominant partner as a caregiver or owner. Okay, now we're getting into the dominant parts, but they cut it off here. In age play scenarios, the dominant partner often take on the role of caregiver, parent, or authority figure that they can provide guidance, nurturing, discipline, and to submissive partners. Partner, depending on the dynamic and the roles being enacted. It's important to remember that all activities within age play should be consensual, negotiated, and conducted with a clear understanding of boundaries and limits. Communication is key to ensure that both participants are comfortable and on the same page regarding their roles, desires, and boundaries. Age play should be engaged responsibly, ethically, respecting the emotional well-being and safety of all parties involved. Absolutely. Absolutely. As a dom, you should be able to know when And that goes from listening to cues such as color cues, such as green is all right, yellow slow it down, red stop. And then from there you might have to bring in a little bit of comfort or a slight, I don't call it aftercare because it's not exactly aftercare. It's just like a stop, let's slow it down a bit, or stop, okay, I've had enough, now we go into aftercare. That's the way it works. I am, yeah. See, for myself, right? I am very much a submissive little or submissive ABDL. So I enjoy the discipline and stuff that I got. Like I did a scene where I legitimately forgot my play partner's name. I was so mad with myself. I couldn't say their name. And I was just like, I don't want to say the name wrong because I know I'm going to get hit again. And then the other thing is that, like, I wanted to get hit again, so I should have said the wrong name. I hope she listens to this. It was a double domination scene. It was a lot of fun too. It was, oh my god, that was great. There was a lot of flogging, paddling, and because of diapers, I'm able to get hit harder. So yeah, it's awesome. I'm practically, when it comes to like domination hits and stuff like that and flogs and stuff, I'm more of a fan of thuddy versus stingy. But if you mix a little bit of stingy with the thuddy, I'm okay with that. It's just like not too much stingy, because the jolt to the nerves causes me to fall. It causes me to think. When I say think, I mean it causes me to quick decision thought. So it's like, am I okay? I have to like reassess, and I hate doing that, and so that's why I like thuddy versus stingy. That's more of my thing. But yeah, no, they were hitting me with that paddle and the flogger, and it was so good. Oh my god, that was so much fun. There's just, yeah. Oh my goodness, I still get chills because I fucking love that. I don't know why people don't talk about this type of stuff. Okay. It stopped there because of the whole violation thing. Let's see. What are some dominant roles that are taken in age play? Okay, good. Okay, so it redescribes some of this, right? It redescribes this again, and it's all right. It's all right. It's all right because I actually I think that this is fine. What it gave us. Oh, right, because we hit that wall again, but it still wrote everything out, which is good. Okay. The parental roles that Chat GPT gave us. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry, guys. Oh no. Conversation disappeared. Okay. Give me a second and I'll read the comments right after this. If there are comments, because the comments disappeared. Okay. Is parental dominant. This role involves taking on the persona of a parent or guardian. The dominant partner may provide nurturing care and discipline to the submissive partner in this role as the child. And they put child in quotations because it's referring to the submissive. But it's not actually referring to actual children. It's referring to like little submissive or age. This is all about age play. So I just wanted to explain why it was in quotations. Not that you guys could see it anyway. It says caregiver dominant. Similar to parental dominant, the caregiver dominant provides care, comfort, and guidance to the submissive partner who is portraying a younger age. The role may emphasize nurturing and support. Okay, so I want to talk about why those two things are completely different and how the caregiver dominant side came to be. So, want to hear something funny? So, I want to see what you guys say, so I'm bringing up the chat again. What would you all say if I told you that the scenario of caregiver dominant actually came about because of the fact of minors? I'm not joking. I'm being serious. So, similar to how Age Re hijacked Age Re, right? Similarly how they hijacked Age Re. Oh, I should say how minors hijacked Age Re. I would say females have males do. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so yeah. Okay, let me explain this one, right? All right. So, the thing about agery, the term agery originally back about 10 years ago used to be used in the context of referring to non-sexual age players. That's what it was used for. We used to consider non-sexual age players age regressors, and we would also say that those that participated in age play in a non-sexual way were using age regression instead of age play. Age play was strictly used to explain or age player was strictly used to explain the more kinkier, sexier side of age play, right? Of the kink itself or / lifestyle. But age play started to incorporate both, and we stopped using the term age regressor because there was no real reason to differentiate the two, because back then there was a war between both sides as well. This is like we're at the fifth or sixth war between age regressors and sexual age players. Now this is about like the sixth or seventh war that we've had with them. Hello, Draco. How are you? Yeah. So, yeah, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Did you just say pet registration? That's like saying, and sorry if this gets it twisted, but like a white person saying, I want to regress to be black. You can't do that. And it says, and what you mean by CNC, I have heard some of them saying dark red for stop emergency. Yes. Yeah, there's dark red for stop for like if there's an emergency, like if there's like a medical issue. Or you could say, some people have said like dark red is if there's a major issue. Solid red is stop. Yeah, so both are stop, but one is like an emergency issue. Not everybody uses dark red. That's just something that exists. And you were saying about pet regression, and you're like, it's like a white person wanting to regress into being black. Yeah, that's the problem. And that's what I've always had an issue with the idea of pet regression. I always thought that was stupid. Like, I always thought that was silly. And then I realized that pet regression makes more sense in the idea for furries than it does, or yeah, it works more in the in the furrydom than it does in the regular kinkdom, because it doesn't make logical sense. But regardless, it is something that is cordially used in age regression too, or age play, I should say. I'm sorry, not age regression, age play. But yeah, so pets are something that along the lines of that. The CNC part, CNC means consensual non-consent. A lot of those scenes are taboo. All those scenes are taboo, actually. But they fall into taboo role play, like rape scenes and stuff like that. People actually do get into that. I can explain it to you, Rose. Furries are people that are attracted to anthropomorphic characters, and not like you, like just like how you have people who are legitimate pedos that hide in the try to use the age play community to hide. There are people in the like furries get a bad rep because there are people who are people who are into bestiality that hide amongst their group. But in actuality, furries are nothing more than people who like anthropomorphic characters like cat girls or wolf guys or werewolves or dragon people or shit like that. They're more into the anthropomorphic idea of being with like humanistic animal people. That's really what it is. And the more cringe people of that group are the ones that are ones that do really heinous shit to animals. Like zoo sadists and zoophiliasts and shit like that. But like furries are mistaken for zoophilists, and they're not. They're not at all. The same way that some people mistaken age players for pedos. Like they have their own fucking problem the same way that the age players have their problem. All right. Let's keep going. Next portion. Is there any other question here before I go back to reading? Oh, also, I wanted to explain. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I was supposed to be explaining that other portion. Yeah, okay. So there is the whole thing about caregiver. The term caregiver was not used 10 years ago. It was considered, like, 10 years ago, it was considered daddy dom, mommy dom. That's all you had. And what happened is that over time, there was more of the term caregiver little that was being used. But originally, that was an entire dynamic made up by minors. Minors had came up to the conclusion that they could clean up being into age play by removing the daddy dom or mommy dom portions of it, because they were thinking that the reason why age play was such an issue was because of the fact that the mommy dom and daddy dom titles were there, and it made it seem like it was into incest. So they came up with the idea of a certain type of play that was considered caregiver little. Caregiver would not use the term mommy dom or daddy dom and would in no way do any of that. The only purpose that they would have is a nurturing, caregiving feel for them. And that there would be none of the same aspects of mommy dom, daddy doms. That the same aspects that mommy and daddy doms had. Caregiver was actually originally specifically designed to be for the dominant role for those that were in non-sexual age play scenarios, in order for them to not feel like it was something creepy. Because again, they are minors, they are still with the high school mentality, and they are still trying to build and work to the social structure that they are like essentially groomed into from fucking grade school, where you're constantly thinking that someone is oh wait, hold on, I gotta bring this back up. hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, we're back live. Oh, sorry about that, Instagram. You guys went down again. I have to pull you guys back up. Okay. Yeah, they originally came up with the idea of this because it was supposed to remove the idea of the parental figure and give it more of the sensual caregiving feel. Now, this whole idea was them trying to come up with a way for it to be acceptable for them to do this shit while being minors online. That was not the case. And at one point, the term caregiver was considered a taboo term because of that. What happened though is that people in the age play community, consenting adults, thought that the caregiver role was a really good term to explain what the role of daddy dom, mommy dom was. So we ended up using that term more broadly. They also, for those that do have an issue with the term mommy dom or daddy dom, or calling their significant other mommy or daddy, they do consider their significant other a caregiver, because by doing that, they feel that they are removing the aspect that they themselves are not comfortable with. I'm not going to lie, I always found that confusing, but nowadays I actually do understand exactly how that went. So yeah, there is a term in the community that was created by by minors that is now used by the community as a whole. And it was completely repurposed. It's the thing from it's the racist term from only people that have seen Clerks 2 would understand this. When not Dante, I forget the other guy's name, but when he's like, I'm bringing it back. Yeah, that was what happened. They brought that term back. And now that term is used in the community unironically for the purposes that it should have been used for to begin with. So, take it or leave it as you hear it. Yeah, that's why I wanted to explain the caregiver role, because even though it is said as it is here, there is more context to it. Okay, then we have teacher dominant, which this is just them taking a teacher role. This is really just an age play version of teacher student play. Role play, which most sexual BDSM people do anyway, and that is a sexual role that is taken. Like, I mean, for fuck's sake, we use this in porn. just saying. Authority figure dominant. The broad category. Oh wait. Let me actually read what Chat GPT said instead of giving my. If it was up to me, I would have did it shorter, but let's just say about the teacher dominant. In the role, the dominant partner takes on the role of an educator or authority figure, offering instruction, guidance, and structure to the submissive partner. This dynamic may include scenarios that involve learning and obedience. Yeah, such as writing lines, detention, and spanking with a ruler. Authority figure, dominant. The broad category includes roles such as boss, police officer, and other authority figures. The dominant partner exerts control, discipline, and decision making over the submissive partner who is playing a younger role. Owner dominant. Pet play. This is for the pet players, right? While not strictly age play, some individuals incorporate pet play dynamics into their age play scenarios. In this role, the dominant partner becomes the owner of the submissive partner who takes on the role of a pet, kitten, puppy, etc., and follows commands, rules, and boundaries set by the dominant. This is something that exists. Hello, everyone. Hello. Thanks for joining us. We're interviewing Chat GPT, by the way. Matter of fact, let me say, I'll name it later. Yeah. So that's what we're doing. We're interviewing Chat GPT to get answers on certain things about age play and kink. Why? Because I thought it was funny because I found out that I could do this a couple of weeks ago. Okay, let me check the roles here. It says it says what I love is straight jacket and diapers with paci gag under a muzzle. Yeah. Okay. I see what you mean. It says, yeah, I actually enjoy that type of play myself because that is fun to me. I'm a huge bondage fan, so I like the force regression, if you can call it that. That's exactly what it's called, is force regression. Most fun roleplay I did was schoolgirl wetting herself and getting turned. Okay, yeah, because where I'm guessing, I'm guessing being forced to wear diapers too is what I'm guessing. Because if I did that play, that's exactly what I would fucking do. Okay. Babysitter or nanny dominant. The role involves taking on the persona of a babysitter or nanny. The dominant partner may provide care, play, and guidance, while also asserting authority over the submissive partner. See what I mean by when I was explaining about how BDSM is the easiest way to explain age play, and for some people, they constantly go into it and they hem and haw. There's no reason to hem and haw. Just fucking explain it. Like, sexual roleplay is not hard to explain. It's just hard to explain when you're scared to explain it. Guardian dominant. Similar to the parental caregiver roles, the guardian dominant is responsible for the well-being and discipline of the submissive partner in their role as the younger person. Yeah, that's it. Remember that communication, consent, and negotiation are crucial in any BDSM fetish scenario, which is very true. You do not want the person to be triggered or be given a situation in which they are hitting a hard limit. In any BDSM or fetish scenario, including age play, all parties involved should discuss their desires, boundaries, and expectations before engaging in the roleplay activities. Consent should be enthusiastic, informed, and ongoing throughout the experience. The ultimate goal is to create a safe, enjoyable experience for everyone involved. Yes, that's how it works. That's how it works. Yeah, it's something that's how roleplay should be done, right? So, let's ask Chat GPT. Let's go. Okay, let's ask ChatGPT, what is ABDL? Oh. It would have went into more, but it had to stop because of restrictions. Okay. ABDL stands for Adult Baby Diaper Lover. It is a term used to describe the community and a set interest involving adults who enjoy engaging in role-playing scenarios where they take on the role of a baby or toddler, adult baby, or toddler, hence the adult baby, or the fascination with diapers, which is diaper lover. Okay, so let's straighten that out a bit. So, the baby or toddler is the role that you're taking, right? You now have your submissive role in which the rules apply. You can't do anything outside of that because that would just break the role in entirely. And that's just how that works. The person that is usually involved, the people involved usually still view themselves as adults. But what happens is that a lot of people see age regression as the same thing as age play, and they don't see the middle ground line cut of one is non-sexual, the other one is sexual or can be sexual, and they don't see what they don't notice is that those that are non-sexual see themselves as that age, while those that are sexual see themselves as adults and see themselves as playing a role in which there are rules to the role that they are playing. That is just how it is. And I don't understand why people don't understand that, or understand to explain it like that. This involves adults who engage in role play, adult baby play. This involves adults who engage in role playing as babies or toddlers. They might wear diapers, use pacifiers, drink from bottles, and engage in other behavior associated with infancy. Some participants enjoy the nurturing aspect of being cared for, while others may enjoy the regression to a simpler time, which is true. That explains the aspect of it on a non-sexual side. I will explain it on the sexual side. So on the sexual side, it's almost the exact same thing, but only it is the role itself, right? Gives you a set rules, like I've been saying, set rules, blah blah blah. I'm not going to repeat it, but essentially, it's not only the nurturing and caring part of it. Like it goes into the disciplinary, the humiliation, the aspects of BDSM, of domination, and the power exchange. It also, for myself, goes into, I'm not going to lie, like the entire like sensation of like diaper grinding is amazing to me, while like also like what you call it, like like adult breastfeeding. I fucking love that. That is actually one of my biggest kinks. Actually, I am huge into lactation play. It also goes a little bit into water sports, which is mostly like wetting the diapers. Some people like to have other people pee in their diapers, which is weird. For me that's weird. But I can understand that there are people that are into that. But this is what I mean. Like, there are conversations that you can have about this without it being fucking odd or freezing up or choking on the major question. The point that I'm saying is that, like, for adult babies, some of them enjoy that nurturing play to have the power and control taken away from them, and for them to be treated in a way that in which makes them vulnerable and weak. That's what it is. A lot of people that misconcept it as something that it's not, and it doesn't help for the disingenuous argument that a lot of them have. Like, for myself, I personally like when it comes to like my tops and my doms that I am with, I am like, through most of the role play that I do, the sexual role play that I do it while wearing diapers. I do it with like wearing a onesie and thigh-high socks and shoes and and stuff like that. Like, I enjoy that. I usually like my pacifiers used as a gag, and if I end up losing it, I get more spanks. That's what happens. Like, I have to be mindful for that, and there are points of play that are just out there for it. Like, it's all being done with consensual adults. None of us view ourselves as what we are role playing. That's stupid. Like, that's a stupid argument. And I'm not going to keep contesting with this argument with disingenuous assholes that continuously bring shit like that up just so that they can attack the community so they can feel superior. Oh, god damn it. Everything keeps disappearing. I don't see anything anymore. I'm sorry. If you just put up a question, please put up a question again. If you're on the Twitch stream, because I gotta see if there's a way for me to be able to go back into my comments and see everything, because it keeps disappearing, and I would love to read some of those comments. So, what I find what I find can be dangerous is when you don't know your hard limit. Yes! Yes, that is. Thank you for bringing that up. That can actually be really dangerous. So, not knowing your hard limits is a problem. Like, if you are doing role play, you have to know your hard limits. You have to know when to say tap. Tapping does not mean, when I say tap, I mean calling red. If you call red, right? You should I knew what you meant, Rose. You should know that you can't go any further. It does not make you a bad sub for calling red. And if there is a dominant that says that you're a bad sub because you called red, and they're like, well, we're going to train you so you can't call red, that is not a dominant. That is a fucking psychopath that just wants to injure you. Be careful of these people, because people that make comments like that are not there for your safety. They are there to harm you, because they themselves are sociopaths that do not care about your well-being. Do not do that. If you are not okay, you should call red. And if the person there is not there trying to make sure that you're okay, then that's a problem. Now, you can come up with normal cues for them to know that you're still in the green, so that they don't have to ask you from time to time, are you good? Because good doms ask that question. They ask the question, are you good? Shit doms don't give a fuck, and they just keep swinging and swinging and swinging. And then when you call red, they're like, oh, you're a bad sub. I'm disappointed in you. If you hear that, break up with that person. And then warn the community about how terrible of a fucker that son of a bitch actually is. I learned that the hard way. Which is sad. And I hate that you had to learn that like that. I hate that you had to learn that like that. Because that is not a situation or a way that you should have had to learn that. Yeah, but you always have to be wary of people who are just aiming to harm you. Please be wary of that. Still made that mistake again. Good. I'm glad. Okay. Yeah, so because ChatGPT can't explain the sexual side of it, I'll do it. Diaper fetishes usually are like, okay, so like I said, right, is ABDL is more of a sensual sexual play. That's what it is. It can be domineering. It can be more humiliation and degradation, but it usually follows in the suit of sensual sexual play. It's real good for that, because like I said, it's the nurturing, it's the feeling and everything. And with some good doms, that sexual play can get to really interesting scenarios that can keep you interested and are really fun. So yeah, like I don't understand why, like, again, it's just a form of sexual BDSM. I don't know why we make this into a hard fucking thing. I think it's because we're always, another thing is that we're always afraid to try to have to explain it to the village idiot. That's the whole thing. But if the village idiot is asking you the question about it and you explain it, and it's like, well, I don't believe that. Okay, that's wonderful for you. Ask me when you grow a fucking brain. That's what and then you just end it there.